we said 37 is probably our support, we get a little bit below it, but nothing critical, because that was our close, our late close, and this is how they catch traders. So the important thing is switch from that 15 to the 5, so we know where our rain line is. We know we were rotating in time, and this is a squeeze trade. Overnight high is right in here. 44.5 is the demon, and the overnight high just above it. And that is the power pivot. So anybody that is long, if you bought the 37s, trail only, and we are ahead of ourselves. I said today, everybody's focused on just going down, 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 because, oh, we broke the blue line. But you can come into it and sag a little bit. First time into it, you're going to sag it. You know, it's going to compress it a little, but, you know, that's not breaking it. So anybody that has taken along, respect the overnight high. It's a good possibility we will take it out before it's done. But I would suggest take profits first. You just got to be conservative. We said let's keep a neutral bias with a slight bias to the long side today. Neutral bias, but slight bias to the long side today to try to dig out. And I think the most important thing we can do as a trader is accept stop outs. Now, is the low in for the day? I don't know, but a good possibility it is. And first thing we said, we're going to play range first. We've used up almost the entire range of the overnight play. And I see this as a sign that the boys are starting to dig out. And these sharp bounces out of nowhere. What I'm saying, let me go back to it so you can see it, Mike. I'm saying that yesterday we had the 10s on, right? And today we wanted to rotate it to the 15. But that because the 15 has not been used yet. So we're rotating in time. So it takes time to wear all these down. So the first thing I want to know is, okay, so if 10 was working yesterday, how about the 15 today? Now, if the 15 is going to work, then we've got to, first of all, we want to watch the green and red lines on this chart. We want to know where the pink line is too. And then we can switch, once we start a bounce, then we can switch it back to the 5, the faster chart. And now we have this dynamic here all over again that we really want to see. Are we above that blue line? And is the blue line and the pink line in play? So that's what I'm now considering as the important zone that we want to be focused on. Yep, and that's the RTH. So all I want to do is I want to flip to see the faster chart, which is our typical chart, because this is the one that we use to trade with. A little bit more information in a shorter term. 40.25 is the balance point, correct? So if we have trapped traders, that will be an important area to hold. And we said be careful today thinking about this other close down here is getting filled, that the 37.25 was our half gap and the late close. And anything beyond that was even into the 37, good fortune, based on our blue line idea at the open. And the characteristic of corrective markets are these sharp bounces out of nowhere. They just happen. PPT comes in, whatever, and just boom, in your face, just like yesterday. And we said today, be careful of a slingshot, because everybody's looking down today. And there are shorts who have had a great week, And as their profits get squeezed, then that creates a squeeze to get us a little bit higher. And that's why these type of moves that are boom, 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 just like this, in your face, you got to be careful of them. That's why we have to take stop outs. And this core right in here, I said at the pre-market, anything below 38, I said is a gift. Still feel that way. And part of it is options expiration. So the boys still have to get above yesterday's high and get rocking and rolling above the 48 and got to take out the 50 and on and on. And my bias is basically more neutral than it is, Shanghai everybody and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. But really, on an inside day, we can go any place inside this bar. So the one thing we want to do today is just make sure we don't think today has got to be a repeat of every other day this week. And so far in the overnight range, this is what we've had as our overnight range, the 45.75, 35.25, and we're still inside that range right now. So the most important thing today is to accept stop outs. Don't let this type of a move jackrabbit and kill what we've done all week. Thank you. Appreciate that, Jay. My feeling today was if we got below the 38, you heard me pre-market. I said, man, I'm scaling out here. I'm already taking them out when we got to the 40. I said, I don't know why I'm so paranoid today. You just get the feeling the boys have it in for squeeze. I said yesterday I thought we would get that. And then, okay, let's just play the tape. So yesterday's resistance is 52.75. That's the demon from yesterday. So that would normally be today's resistance, our back end resistance. So at this point, consider that from yesterday's low, we've had a good sharp bounce, and I said that already. We've had a good bounce, not only with the overnight range, but tack on to it what happened here. Everybody wanted their 26s yesterday, and here we are back at 46. Guess what? You may want something, but we've been in that range for a long time. Now all of a sudden, everybody thinks we can do, just break this down, right? Yesterday, after this run here, now all of a sudden we're going to break what we've been in for how long, Doesn't work that way. It takes time. And anybody who has had a great week and a half, guess what? Some profit taking coming in. Now, I'm not, as I said earlier, I'm not gung-ho bullish. This is not a bullish phenomenon here. We probably have a bounce and a rollover again. But this is about, today, in my opinion, this is about profit taking for the weeklies. And we said you're going to have to re-hit bounces. We may fight the tape all day long. So we said, be conservative. Choose where you want to enter and where you want to exit. And I think the danger today is over trading. So in this formation, this high right here, that's the key resistance for now. Above that, any high can be hit. And I told you today it was a possibility we could, I don't know, I said we could even get to 57 if the boys wanted to. The only way they're going to do that is to squeeze. So before I worry about that, I'm going to worry about, obviously, 47. And then the 49.5 from yesterday and blah, blah, blah. But this is how these things happen. Marginal low, everybody looking down, and then the squeeze and gotcha. Yeah, you know, you guys were here early. I said, man, I don't know why. Like, my antenna are up. I said, these guys are, be careful of the slingshot today. And so far, that served us well. Remember I told you at 38, anything below 38, look out. A key marker today. 47 is also a key marker today at 46.75. And obviously big time right in here where we are right now. That's just part of the system. And like yesterday, you can get punched in the nose and then fall backwards. And that would probably surprise me today. I would think we'll chop more than that. And if we roll over, it'll take some time. We did that yesterday, so I don't know. It's not in my mind that 2 days in a row we'll do exactly the same thing.